What accessories do you need for sports videography? First thing I will always drive home in any of these type of videos is backup batteries. Backup batteries are a must. The show will not continue if you do not have batteries. Anytime I remake a video like this, batteries is going to be first. Every single time, get backup batteries. And number two, no matter what it is that you're shooting, this will always be my number two option. Get a good SD card. Me personally, I shoot on a SanDisk Extreme Pro 256GB card. And for the settings that I use in shooting off my Sony A1, I can record, I believe, about 3.5 hours of footage on that one card. That's what I've been using to shoot all of my Friday night football games, and it has not failed me once. Then for option number three, I would get an ND filter. This helps darken your image. If you're shooting on an f2.8 lens, you can darken that image and keep that bokeh very strong shooting at that f2.8 or whatever aperture. I shoot on a Sigma 100-400 with an f6.3, and if I'm shooting in broad daylight, I still need an ND filter. I'm pretty sure Newer has some good ND filters, as well as a brand called Gobi. That is the ND filter that I use. And then of course there's more expensive ones that have, minor upgrades, but just start out cheap, get like a $30, $50 ND filter. Next, and low-key most important, get a monitor. You don't need one, so to speak, but I really enjoy using a monitor whenever I shoot. I don't have a fancy one. I have a Field World 4K monitor. Literally, it has nothing fancy about it. For my monitor, all I needed personally was peaking, so I know when things are in focus or not in focus. And honestly, just having a bigger screen for me to be able to see my composition and be able to see what I'm shooting on a much bigger screen. Now, I will say this monitor does have way more other things that I can use. I just personally don't need them. And it was only like $125. And then lastly, if you do want to get a little bit fancy, you can get a V-mount battery. This is a battery that you plug into your camera, and essentially it just extends the battery life by hours. This is something very standard that a lot of videographers use when they're doing serious work. And I got a Newer one personally. I don't use it as it's properly intended to, but it was like $120 for the V-mount plate with the V-mount battery. Very solid pickups. If you have any other questions, make sure to ask them down in the comments and make sure to follow for daily camera videos.